We're not even sure where we're going to be with this situation. Is our turn? Is a Yoruba man? Ask the people in Ogun here. Is there any place you will buy bread cheaper? So I can follow you this night and buy one. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shift so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
I command money to enter your account. If you have faith here, that will be better. I don't need to shout for you to get well. It is spiritual. Search that in all. I speak to Zenith bank account. Receive miracle money.
VI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. And today on Matters Arising, we are bringing you very exciting program tonight. Following Peter Obi's podcast a few days ago, where he reportedly said that he's going to turn night videos into night shifts in order to engage Nigerian youth into productivity. We also had it long before now. It's not a new video. It refreshed my mind about something we've been saying over the years, where the church is now turning into a big scam. All right? And all of that video is all we are going to be bringing to you, how all of that connect to each other, religious scam for political gain. That is what we're going to bring to you. And don't forget that this is live on BVI Channel 1 Matters Arising. We hope that you can help us share this video to bring in as many people as possible to join us in this live interactive section where your voice will be heard. We are streaming on our various social media platforms, on Facebook and also on Instagram. We're also opening up our front on TikTok and also on X platform. But until then, you can only be watching from YouTube channel, Facebook and Instagram. You know, you can go there and subscribe, follow, share, and be part of this community preaching good governance to the people. All right? Let us first of all refresh our mind on the video that probably you have watched before now, talking about Peter Obi on the podcast. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Let's talk about what is happening today. Rice is 100,000 naira. We're not even sure where we're going to be with this situation. Is our turn? Is a Yoruba man? Ask the people in Ogun here. Is there any place you will buy bread cheaper? So I can follow you this night and buy one. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shift so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
Yes.
But we cannot have people Monday to Friday be in church morning and night. No. If I go from here now to my house, the only signboard you see is signboard of churches. You go to the east, it's burials. That's not the country. If you go to any other country, you see product.
We've seen that from Peter Obi, and we hope that as you proceed with us on this program, you will be properly enlightened. Now, to the video of what we published, I think about a couple of years, we normally refresh, truth can never be old, where some religious preachers, call them pastors, reverends, or whatever, that the GOs and all that, We are asking the people or telling the people to lift up their phones that they will receive miracle alert. We've seen that happen with Suleiman, and I think in Canada. We also saw that happen in Nigeria, where people believe they can receive miracle alert for the money they never worked for. And that is what exactly made me to bring this program to you, talking about what Peter Obi said he will be turning night vigil into night shift, unlike what we saw, because it is as a result of bad governance and poverty that will make our people to fall for this scam. Let us quickly take a look at that video very briefly, and when I come back, we're not going to waste time. We open the floor, we take your commentaries, and as well, we bring in other guests who are joining us virtually. All right, to the video. I'll be right back.
I command money to enter your account. If you have faith here, that will be better. I don't need to shout for you to get wealth. It is spiritual. Search that up. I speak to Zenith bank account. Receive miracle money. I speak to Diamond Access account. Receive miracle money. I speak to UBA. Receive money. I speak to Access Bank. Receive miracle money. I speak to Guarantee Trust Bank.
All right, that is it. That is it. You're welcome back again. Now we are still on Matters Arising. In case you're joining us, this is where we tell ourselves undiluted truth, and also we give you the opportunity to air your own opinion with respect to what we are talking about, and also help us by clicking on the share button. Share it to everyone on your contact. Let them be part of this interactive section where the voice of the ordinary people is being heard. You know, you and I know that big corporation in the media will never give you an ordinary person a voice. But here on this platform, we give you a voice. Freely, we give you this voice to speak to the hearing of everyone connected to this live broadcast. And it shapes our society. We mold opinion to better our lives. Now, I have said it time before now, in case you are just maybe coming in contact with this platform, we say this truth without looking at anybody's face. Whenever or wherever things are hard, anytime there is economic turmoil, especially in Africa, it becomes a boom for the church. Anytime there is hardship, anytime there is turbulence, economically, poverty, hunger, people turn to church for succor. And you know what? The church is not making it any better for them, because they take advantage of that opportunity to scam the people. And I know our people who are religiously inclined, very emotional when it comes to religion. When issues like this come up, they close their 2 ears because they believe. Well, we'll find out more as we have in the studio the village economist and the ambassador general of GGM joining us live this evening. NDBC, you're welcome back on Matters Arising. You can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Can the studio please turn on his mic?
Hello,
All right,
can you hear me?
Go on. We can hear you now.
Yeah, good evening, Tinubu, and greetings to our viewers.
Hello, V. We can't hear you. What's happening? We can't hear you. We can hear you, but we can no longer see you. When you come back again, we'll take you on. Seems you are still struggling to set up. I think you are gone off. When you come right back, we'll take you on. All right, this is Still Matters Arising, and on this program, you are pursuing to air your opinion through the comment section. We'll read it out. Only those that are connected or strictly concerning what we are discussing tonight. And we are talking about the political scam, all right, in the name of religion. You know, when there is economic crisis as we are experiencing in Nigeria, the people that are cashing out big time at the church, because people run to church for easy solution. Just like the video we watched and we brought to you on this program, where the church, the reverend gentleman or the reverend Yahoo man was asking the people to lift up their phone and expect a miracle credit alert for money they never worked for. This can only be believed by gullible people who are really going through excruciating poverty as we are facing in Nigeria today. So that is what we're talking about. And I'm still wondering what the studio is doing to bring NDBC back again on the platform. It seems they are finding it difficult to go get around that. But let us go back to the reference video of where we started so that those who joined us will see where we started from. Then we'll bring back NDBC as he has already gotten seated. In case you're just joining us, we are talking about the religious scam, all right, for political gain. And Peter Obi made these commentaries a few days ago in a podcast that is going to turn night vigils into night shifts. All right, let us run that video simultaneously. Then when we come back, we hit the ground running. Get on with it.
Let's talk about what is happening today. Rice is 100,000 naira. We're not even sure where we're going to be with this situation. Is our turn? Is a Yoruba man? Ask the people in Ogun here. Is there any place you will buy bread cheaper? So I can follow you this night and buy one. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shifts so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
Yes.
But we cannot have people Monday to Friday be in church morning and night. No. If I go from here now to my house, the only signboard you see is signboard of churches. You go to the east, it's burials. That's not the country. If you go to any other country, you see product.
I command money to enter your account. If you have faith here, that alone will be better. I don't need to shout for you to get wealth. It is spiritual. Search that in all. I speak to Zenith Bank Account. Receive miracle money. I speak to Diamond Access Account. Receive miracle money. I speak to UBA. Receive money. I speak to Access Bank. Receive miracle money. I speak to Guarantee Trust Bank.
that is it. Welcome back again. This is still Matters Arising. Yeah, you've seen it. That is what Peter Obi said, and that is the reality on ground. As you can see, that the people there were actually waiting and expecting a miracle alert. Only the gullible, poverty has a way of affecting your thinking faculty. Hunger has a way of resetting your brain. You will not be thinking straightforward. It will be galloping. That's why people can fall for that scam when somebody say, raise your phone so that you will receive miracle alert. And they ask them, I think probably most likely, to on their flashlights so that he could be able to see the number of people that came. And Peter Obi, in his words, made it clear that it can only happen where and when people are poor and unproductive. That's why they make night vigil a place to be. But he promised Nigerians that he's going to turn these night vigils into night shift. And you know what that means? Those of you in the diaspora will understand what night shift really means. Not in Nigeria here. You don't really do night shifts here. Although people do night shifts, but you know what that means when you're replacing night vigil with night shift. I know I tell people it's only in Nigeria people gather together, contribute a lot of money, running into billions from the pursuits of suffering, unemployed people to erect an edifice of a cathedral, furnish it with modern gadgets, instruments, comfort, cushion chairs, ACs, TVs, and the rest of them in a church. And then they will all gather in that same church to pray for miracle healing, to pray for miracle job, to pray and collect anointing oil for security, divine security. Whereas those who are scamming them and pushing that narrative to them, they are all running their private security. They are going on private security details. Many of them, if not all, have medical insurance abroad. And the future of their children all safely guaranteed because most of them have taken dual citizenship for their children and telling the suffering Nigerians to carry on with their prayer and contributing money to build an edifice. Whereas the money that is being contributed from a community, one time ago, I engaged in Southeast documentary on ease of doing business. I traveled across the 5 states of the Southeast. From every corner, from one community to the other we passed, we can count endless cathedrals in those areas. From every community, the Catholic will have their own. In fact, they are now doing it village by village. If you come to one village, to one community now, maybe they have 5 villages. Each of those villages will have Catholic cathedrals in each of those villages. Anglican will have their own. Pentecostals will scatter their own, and the rest of other ones. Everywhere you go, church, 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 church. In the urban areas, it has become a commercial stuff. Where in a whole building, one building, you have like 5 different churches. Maybe a block of 4 flats or 4 floors. They have different churches mounting their speakers. Because the people are looking on to God, who is the author and finisher of our faith. Don't get it twisted. But God do not reward gullibility and laziness. That is why he even said, it is the work of your hand that is going to bless. You have to get working. You have to get your hands working before you can think about blessing. That's why when we see people believe these charlatans, these masquerades that are wearing tie in the name of your preachers, scamming you of your hard-earned money. For the little one that has been given to you, maybe somebody gave you a support. Somebody you build decided to support you. He blew you to a because you are expecting miracle money. Are you not a thief? The money you never worked for. You'll be shouting, let your hallelujah and amen be the largest. That is how loud your foolishness is. And that is what we are preaching and we want to end. And that is the message. Many people don't want to hear it. Anyone that comes in, the person people don't want to listen to it. But we'll continue preaching it until the message sinks. It is only in a system where you have productivity. Even Canina and Mepe up and down will just get shut down. Their business will shut down. It doesn't diminish their belief in God. It doesn't. Or their dependency in God. You know, Africans worship God or go to church for wrong reasons. They go to church for whatever they are going to receive from God, and not the praise they can offer to God, the worship they can offer to God. It's all about what they can extract from God. And they believe it is a transactional thing. If you give God one, He will give you another one. Maybe you know with TCBI we're easy now. Trade by barter. If you give me, God will bless you. Well, let me use the opportunity to bring in Ndubisi, who is already seated here. Ndubisi, good evening and welcome back again on this program. You can unmute yourself if you are muted, and let us hit the ground running. We are running behind schedule. And for those who are watching, don't forget you can still be part of this interaction by calling the numbers right here on the screen. The numbers remain +234 810 4545 533. The number is still here on the screen. You can call it, and we will take your calls. And also, if you drop your comment, we will also take your commentaries and read that. Ndubisi, over to you. What's your take on what we're talking about? And please unmute yourself in case you are still muted. Ndubisi, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Chinedu, thank you. Thank you for the wonderful work you have been doing for our people. You know, it's a thankless work indeed to work in an environment, unproductive environment, where people see everything as working for your stomach. People don't believe that some people could devote their time working for public interest. You know what P2B said? What he said is what we've been saying over the years. It's not like what he said is new. Some of us knew for fact that this country called Nigeria. Hello, can you hear me?
Go on, we can hear you. Proceed, we can hear you. Andy, go on.
Hello?
Can you not hear me? I say go on, we can hear you. We can hear you, Andy. We can hear you.
Hello,
Go
can
on.
you hear me?
Check
All
your
right.
device.
Okay, like I was saying that. All right. Since you can hear me, let me speak on. So, like I said, what P2B said is not new at all. Some of us have been saying it over the years that because of bad governance, because of system failure, you know, people indulge in anything, both including using the name of God to exploit people. And that is the case we have in Nigeria. You could imagine if you want to open uh, a company that is into production all sorts of checks and balances will be put in place to frustrate your efforts. For instance, if you're into pure water production, you have NAFDAC that will certify you. You go through all sorts of processes for you to be authorized to go into production. You have power situation, you have EEDC that is giving you on bills that could not support production. You have all sorts of tax, both from federal, state, and local government coming to make one demand on the other. So at the end of the day, you will end up operating below break-even point. Many companies, thousands of companies have been shut down because of this, thereby giving space for NGO, non-governmental organizations that do not have checks or balances.
I think you are having a very bad network on your own end. NWC is really having a bad time from his own end. NWC, what's happening? You are losing you
Encourage
every time.
production,
And we are losing you
encourage
while we can't hear
companies
what you're saying. NWC,
springing up in
can you hear me?
all people are productive.
Can you hear me,
People may
NWC?
not.
You can take him out for now and let us proceed. Maybe when he's sorted out his we cannot hear you, NWC. We can't hear what you're saying, and we are having issues with your connections. Hang on, and all right. Let's see if you can hear me, you can proceed. If you can hear me, you can proceed.
Hello?
Go on. Your network is
Hello?
breaking up. Go on. If you can hear me, you can proceed.
Coming
Hello?
out is yeah, okay. Like out of place. It is what we've been saying for the over the years. When people are engaged, when people are productive, you can hear me. Hello?
Go on. Go on.
Yeah, I said if people are productive and people are busy, you know, and people have a viable place to go and going to night vigil, that they will choose than going to night vigil to pray for miracle. Because miracle is all about putting food on your table. Miracle is all about you being healthy and having money needs. You know, that is miracle. So if government can create enabling environment, provide jobs that can pay living wage. So that is my submission for now. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, NWC, for that opinion you've just dropped. And for those who are watching, when your comments come in, we can take it. And if it doesn't come in, we will just do it our way, our thing, and we proceed. Even on the Facebook, let us see those who are there, who are following us from the Facebook. We acknowledge every one of you. Amuzie Chijoke. We appreciate you for joining this program. Ifeoma Nwobodo. Thank you for joining. Dominic Wando, please keep sharing this video to the rest of other people so that people will be able to also join this live interactive section. Don't forget that the numbers to call is +2348104545533. Some of you, it's not to some of you, it's just like what they call mental exercise to talk on the social media and to talk about some of these things, but you never knew the impact it is making in our society, is shaping it for better, for good. Okay. When we do these things, is really open up the mindset and the thinking ability of the people. Because from what we saw in that video, people raising their phones, flashing their lights, honestly speaking, they are mentally derailed. They are mentally brainwashed. Okay, so it's not a big deal for P2B to say that he's going to turn this night shift into night vigils into night shifts. Because what we have been having over the years is people turning what is supposed to be night shift into night vigil. Young people in their productive age. I didn't see any person there from the video that is above 50 years. Most of them under 20s, 30s, and under 40s. Many of them. Look at them. Young. Look at Omuwaika Kwadonko. Oh, Omuwaika Nko. After praying for miracle alert, he prayed for miracle husband and the rest of them. That is the kind of society we found ourselves. Ndubisi, as a village economist, or the Kaumuoka aga anunwani, or they got run account with Nigeria today, as we have it. Or the car or your poor woman. As a village economist,
But it's not possible. It's not possible, Chigen.
Who will help me tell our Christian sisters?
So many young The reason why so many of these young ladies are not yet married is because majority of our young guys are not carefully employed, and many of them have been catapulted outside the country looking for greener pasture. So many of them are getting married to old Oyibo women just to keep food on the table. So that is an unfortunate situation we've seen ourselves in Nigeria. Because government has no simple plan for young people. It's not about going to school, it's not about going to university. Yeah, but how many companies, how many productive companies that are into production, not companies that are into trading.
Okay. I can't hear you anymore. I can't hear you.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. All right. It seems
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, you can't hear me?
We are having a gap in the communication. It's really bad. It's really
Hello?
bad. Can you hear me? Ikwesị na ihe na-ekwu. Anyway, that is part of the frustration operating from this part of the world. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Time Faga. But in case you're joining us, make our time to remain with us here. And every day from 6 p.m. we are live. We discuss these things. We share our opinion and thought regarding this thing. It doesn't come by just speaking. It takes a political will. It takes the right people, not just one person. It takes the right people that have the right mindset to turn things around. Because the way Nigeria is going, my dear, but I'm doing all of these things, seeing young people go through this scam in the name of going to church. A lot of them, and from morning till night. Now cast, now bind. Demons of Afuranya. Man, demons of Afuranya. Na Kolovaka. They'll give them front seat in the church, give them titles in the community. The demons, the principalities and powers that is actually making sure that they don't have good job, that they are not productive, that they can't even marry, because now person will get money shop first, now you go carry another human being in the name of wife to put for house. When a young man is thinking about the next meal, you are talking about having a wife that will come with responsibility of raising children. In which country? So your prayers, you are just deceiving yourself. The answered prayer you will have is having good governance. And that is why we are preaching it on this platform. There is no two ways about it. And the more African people are subjected to poverty and hunger, more and more churches will continue to spring up, and the expansion will continue while they cash out on your ignorance. So that is just the message. I don't need to say too much. I think we've done enough already, and I'll be ending it from here. But before I round it off, I have to bring to you the video we're talking about today. Peter Obi's comment on the podcast, and followed up by this reverend scammer who is telling the people that they will receive the miracle alert. And I can tell you, after that, he will collect their tithe and offering in raw cash. Let's hit on that video. When I come back, we'll wrap it up. And we are still expecting your call and your comments.
Let's talk about what is happening today. Rice is 100,000 naira. We're not even sure where we're going to be with this situation. Is our turn? Is a Yoruba man? Ask the people in Ogun here. Is there any place you will buy bread cheaper? So I can follow you this night and buy one. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shifts so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
Yes.
But we cannot have people Monday to Friday be in church morning and night. No. If I go from here now to my house, the only signboard you see is signboard of churches. You go to the east, it's burials. That's not the country. If you go to any other country, you see product.
I command money to enter your account. If you have faith here, that will be better. I don't need to shout for you to get wealth. It is spiritual. Search that up. I speak to Zenith Bank Account. Receive miracle money. I speak to Diamond Access Account. Receive miracle money. I speak to UBA. Receive money. I speak to Access Bank. Receive miracle money. I speak to Guarantee Trust Bank.
Oh yes, people, that is where we are drawing it as a curtain today on Matters Arising. And thank you for joining us on this program tonight. And hopefully we are going to have you back again tomorrow. Same time, 6 p.m. downwards, where we talk about things that matters to us. I still remain Asuchino Peters, saying stay blessed, stay connected, and keep subscribing on our social media platform. If you're on TikTok, please, and you're watching, just click on follow on that TikTok so that we'll also expand our reach and this message to our teeny young people on that very platform, TikTok. Okay, just search BVI Channel 1 or search Edu Asozo. Any of them, you'll be able to locate us on those platforms. It seems we missed some calls. We hope to have the calls back again before the end of the program completely, because some people are calling actually to connect with us. All right, so keep calling. We'll take your call as we're wrapping it up today. All right. So while we do that, please click on the share button in case you've not. And on our WhatsApp, you can connect with us with this number on WhatsApp. All right. You can connect with us on WhatsApp through that line. And let us take your commentaries from there. We also take your commentaries on the program through our WhatsApp line. All right. And through calls as well. And on the comment section, we'll also take your commentaries from there. All right, we don't have too much time. Let us take this caller. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Mazi Uchendo, good evening. Udo Dikwarage, my brother.
Yeah. So, am I open to speak or?
Yeah. You're open. You're up and running. Go on.
Okay. I just listening to what you are talking. So, basically, what is happening in Nigeria, not just Nigeria, is what we call ignorance. And ignorance is one of the greatest disease people can actually have. You know, Peter did not go far enough. He's talking about church. But how about mosque? There are mosques in those areas that people are basically homeless. They are hungry. There are mosques all over the place. You can also understand that some years ago, the state government in Nigeria budgeted to build 800 and something mosques. I think in the state, to be precise. To build 800 and 30 or 50 mosques in a place that many of the people have no jobs. So that's a problem. But I don't like always to dwell on the problem without offering solution. The solution is because the solution is just for the people to understand that there are things God can do for you. And there is things you can do for yourself. So God has created everyone to be blessed and to be successful. It depends on the areas we are successful on. This person can be successful on this side, and the other person can be successful on the other. You will not be jack of all trades.
I agree with you.
Yes. So that's how it is. So now, let me now bring them to I don't know if you still hearing me.
Yeah, sure. You are up and live. We are hearing you very perfectly.
Okay. Let me give you I use my area where my area in Nigeria. So I just want to use it as instance. Here you can see the viability of that area. Thousands of people goes to the churches that are there. But what is happening is that most of these churches are basically investing in building a lot of property. Properties, I'll give you one example. One of them has a lot of schools. And in that schools, it happened that one of my person actually closer to me, the wife happened to be a teacher in the school, and they are paid like I think 20-something thousand. And the school in question was built by the people in the church. And that school has a population of between 1,000 something, 1,005 or something. And it has around 30 teachers. Around 30 teachers.
They pay peanuts.
On top of that, there are lessons that are being done at where people are paying for. So at a point, there was an issue that arrived that those teachers decided that they want to come out from Egypt and say that they will stage a strike. That the peanuts they are being paid have not been able to pay their house rent or feed their family. So when they started striking, the person in charge said that he's going to fire all of them. That is firing all of them. People in that church were shocked because they were saying, what is this? What is that? So what the man in question did is basically to plant a CCTV camera and have some people monitoring them. So to monitoring their conversations and other things. And finally the issue was resolved. He said that he will increase the pay, but as I had, the pay has not really gone up based on the amount they are making in that place. So now, why am I bringing this? In that area, most of these 30 teachers can be paid between 50 to 70,000. And with the offer of housing, social housing, giving them free housing. Because when the people were building that church, they would have considered building houses where the teachers can live free of charge. So they would have done that. So by doing that, they would have empowered the people there, empowered their church members that are teaching there. So another thing is the issue of constant bringing money for projects. The people are bringing all those money, but nobody asks if their businesses are doing well. So I do believe that the church also have a role to build up the economy of their members by making sure first that they have something to do to create jobs for them. That's what I do believe. That's what they need to do. Because if you look at the message of Jesus Christ, it's quite clear and simple. He said he has come for the downtrodden, the poor, the forgotten. So that's his message. And I do believe that's what the church should actually focus on. There is no way we will be having big churches and having millions of poor people. It's a fallacy. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. So what I would suggest is for us to change this way that we have imbibed in us by becoming holier than the people. Turning our ways around, I think that's the best option. People need jobs. Let us find a way to create jobs for them. Because the place I'm talking about, the members are more than 10,000. So that 10,000, are you telling me that they cannot create jobs for most of the 10,000 people here?
My brother, if I tell you it is only in Africa, in Nigeria, in our homeland, we see people in that number, 10,000 and more, gather money running in billions to erect cathedral, furnish it with the best equipment, cushions, AC, comfort, and the rest of them. And at the end of the day, they will all come in to pray for miracle job. Whereas the money that was used to erect that cathedral can provide not less than 1,000 to 2,000 persons job instantly. The money that is being used to erect those churches can be used to set up a medical facility, knowing fully well that the government have failed. Missionary hospitals. We knew when the people who brought this Christianity to our people, they made sacrifice. They made sacrifice. They gave free education, free medicals. Some of them died in the process. But our people are turning it into business empire against their own people. Something is terribly wrong with the black man. The way we reason. Honestly speaking. And every day people will keep blaming Oyibo people for bringing the church as if to say this is the church that is their problem. But it is their dark mentality. Everyone wants to shop each other. Everyone wants to take advantage of the next person. Nobody is thinking about public interest. Everybody is minding his own personal interest and driving it without looking back. It doesn't mean, it doesn't care if every other person is, erased in the process. So, my brother, that is the society we find ourselves. Very unfortunate. It is only in a system like this that you see some people gather in the church and they'll be raising their phone and somebody will be praying for them, telling them they will receive miracle alert. From where? From where? Which money is coming into your account? I command, what do you call it? Zenith Bank. I command Access Bank to credit you. From which person's money? This is the height of it, oh. And I tell you, our people don't like this kind of message. They don't like to hear it. There's nothing we can do about it, oh. The worst person you can ever convince is a brainwashed person religiously or a woman that is in love. These two people, you cannot convince them otherwise.
So in that place I'm talking about, the person in charge has a poultry, he has store there also. And that poultry supply most of the eggs that they eat. But everything there you have to pay for. So I do believe in this place I'm living, you can have free things also from the church. They can give you free things. But there's nothing like free. That's the major problem. So supposing if the church would have said, okay, the people are the people that are investing in this place. Let's give them this thing to eat. There's no point of holding all those things. I do believe the church will be better and the people will be better also. So in many of the community, there are fighting, a lot of fighting going on because of land. Because some of the people say that the churches are taking over all their land. They have no place to plant anymore. That's the problem, especially in Anambra State. So their land.
We have made effort. You know that we've made a lot of effort to start our own agricultural estate, and we are still on it. It is because of the land grabbing, people having land issues and all of that. Imago, any little thing, just because we enter the community, rarely known by other people, and they now start hearing their community is now being sought out for by people everywhere. Boom! On Bandisisi Township, the name of the first town, I don't know, and I'm not a village in Elan in Kogalakole, on Elepan Kibiele, causing confusion everywhere. I don't know, in short, but we'll continue preaching. All of this thing is because we don't have a government that is working. It all boils down on that. It all boils down on governance. It all boils down. That's why when we preach this good governance, when we preach this thing, people think that we're just talking. They don't know the impact it is making on our society, honestly speaking. But we are not going to give up. We'll continue. And I thank you very much for joining.
But we are all the government on our own level. Because think about that 10,000 people there. If they realize that they can actually change their own area, they can easily become their own government.
Who will help them? Who will tell them? How would they know when nobody has preached to them? How would they know when they have not had the message? In fact, many of them have had the message, but they turn deaf ear to it because they are brainwashed.
That's the key role that we need to play. in this time, actually, we need to play a key role in educating the people. They can have free medical care, even if they are going to pay. Those that can afford it to pay. Those that cannot afford it can have it free.
That is exactly the vision of GGM. We are getting there and we will get there. It's only about a matter of time. We will get there. To be honest with you, we will get there. It's just that if the people understand the effort we are making and give us the kind of support we needed, to be honest with you, we are going to break grounds. I know it is hard to come by these days people who have given themselves up for public interest to serve the people selflessly. In fact, most time people see, now you guys sound too good to be true. But what can we do? Thank you very much. Let me quickly take another call and we'll wrap it up. God bless you. Hello? Oh, we lost the call. The caller, you can call back because we are almost wrapping up. We are almost wrapping up. Although you've sent in your text already, which you believe we will read. Okay, let us quickly take her commentaries. I think the person that called, he said, yes, most of this religion is a pure scam. Your pastor is enjoying life while the poor masses that are contributing offerings are getting to bed with an empty stomach. Even they will contribute in building schools, but after, the children of the poor will not be able to attend those schools. Being a member, God loves a cheerful giver, while pastors are busy collecting tithes without helping their members that are in need, but rather they offer prayers to them. From morning to Saturday, from Monday to Sunday. Sunday services, you can't know what is going on in your family. Prayer with work is what we are practicing here. God will send money from above. Even Yahoo people go to church and give thanks in the church. The founder of the church and the family will be all and all. Treasurer, cashier, and anywhere money comes from will be coming. His family will be in charge, and the rest of them. Anyway, I think the point she's trying to make here is that money rules in the church. They only think about who brings in the money. They don't care. And when you are in problem, you're on your own. It is only in church. When you come, they will tell you that if you tell the church you need, the church will tell you that they need money for a project. And when you approach the church that you need money for assistance, they will ask you to pray to God, fast, and break the yoke, that you have a breakthrough. Let me just repeat that because people will be beginning to look at me now as an antichrist. But that will not stop the truth. Let me quickly take this call. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Prince. What's your take on what we are talking about this evening? We have noise. Can you call back later, please, and take care of the baby?
No, don't worry.
All right, go on.
We are talking about the issue of Christian religions in our Igbo land.
Yeah.
And in Nigeria in general. The religions which the first originated people, the white men, bring into our nation, started with a help. But I will say that today religions in our, most especially in our Igbo land, we are not even older than Pope. And if care is not taken, we are even older than Jesus Christ himself. I'm a full Christian member, a Catholic. But after the P2B election, what my own parish priest did, I was like, is this a way to heaven? That during election, the governorship election, parish priest will use this standard using the people, the CMO, that is the women, to be printing paper actually make me to feel like losing hope, not in God, but in churches. Because I know God exists. I did not lose hope in God. But in churches and some of the words of men of God.
Or God of men.
Recently, something just happened. One of my uncle, who is late, was buried last 2 months. The churches, this man had been sick for 8 good years. That was when he stopped church. They said because he did not pay his due complete, that he had to pay the due. So the children said, okay, we don't have anything, we are still growing up. We are begging with 20,000. This guy spent almost 6,000 naira every day for 5 good times to come and sell the same reverend for our parish priest. But at the end, will you believe me that church did not attend that man burial? They called another ministry from outside to pray for that man. Okay, now later, the church, one of the bishop closest reverend father, who the first son of that man served as altar boys, now complained to the man. It was when this the other reverend father, now called this our parish priest. That was when he now came on Saturday morning after the burial to come and beg the family that they should not worry that on Monday we will celebrate mass for the family. Because somebody that is close to Bishop have come to have called him and said he should go and beg the family and make sure that he do the listing before he will report him to the bishop. So these two things now, I won't lie to you, since more than 2 months now I've not been in church. So you see that Christianity now in Igbo land, I don't know where everything is now getting out of hand. The governors are doing their own, the security personnel are doing their own, the church which was supposed to give us hope is really working the matter. What you want to do, you remember there was a program you hold on Odenigo then, before Soludo enters it, when we discussed about Christianity. And you touch it that what you are seeing now is, if it is Catholic, it will be Anglican. And what is happening in Igbo land, which many people made suggestion there. I was among those that called on that radio program. And this thing has been spoiling. They will use because you are not a church member, because you are not a Catholic, or because you are not an Anglican. They can give good people the opportunity to rule the nation and rule them very well. They will not be doing it by our church member. Our church member. There was a video I come across when the reverend father was, a reverend, he's not a Catholic, maybe an Anglican. A reverend was addressing a family that just lost their own.
We published it on this platform. We published it on this platform. People saw it. In fact, that man said undiluted truth there.
It's gospel truth. I pray all of them should wake up. I pray all of them should wake up and turn back to the original teaching that they gave to them before that Christianity were living into their hands, so that we can get ourselves back. I wish if they are doing the rightful thing, a reverend father cannot be kidnapped by the police and just killed. So they should know that they are not out of the problem. Whatever that the thing is causing, they are not out of it. That is just my own. I thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And keep it up.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And that will be the last call we'll be taking for tonight. And I thank you all who have been watching, and those of you who have, participated in this program. We hope we are going to have you back again tomorrow on Matters Arising from 6 p.m. In the evening like this. All right. So make a time to be with us. Keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep a tab with this platform as we grow the community. So formidable to end bad governance, because all these things we're talking about here is as a result of bad governance. Bad people in power. And you know, when the bad people are in power, the people will suffer. So it's up to you to be part of this community that will energize the rest of others to end bad governance. And it begins with a mental revolution. I still remain as Tinubu Peters. Until I come your way tomorrow, keep in touch with us. Like I said, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. You can follow us on all our social media platforms. As we speak, we are streaming on the Facebook, we are streaming on this Instagram, and on our backup YouTube channel, BVI Channel 1 Plus, and right here on the main channel, BVI Channel 1. If you've not subscribed, please hit on the subscription button and keep following us, keep sharing, and keep dropping that comment, because it is making impact. Your opinion counts, not like Nigerian election. That doesn't count. I'm also Tinubu Peters, the advocate for good governance, saying bye-bye for now.
We're not even sure where we're going to be with this situation. Is our turn? Is a Yoruba man? Ask the people in Ogun here. Is there any place you will buy bread cheaper? So I can follow you this night and buy one. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shifts so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
I command money to enter your account. If you have faith here, that level will better. I don't need to shout for you to get well. It is spiritual. Search that in all. I speak to Zenith Bank Account. Receive miracle money.